You know, ladies and gentlemen, Santa Claus might be on his way to your house. He might know when you're awake. He might know when you're asleep. And he certainly knows what kind of gifts you're looking for here, as we are literally just over 24 hours away from Christmas. And, well, let's see if our guest will get the Christmas that he wants. And most especially when it comes to that headline, Aaron Blaze, who wants maybe his biggest Christmas gift yet. But if our guest has his way with that razor instinct and that razor edge that he has, the only thing that our Aaron Blaze will be getting will be his last headline, and he'll be coming up empty handed. And if he's lucky and still standing, coming up at Revelations 5, he'll be getting a lump of coal. Ho, ho, ho. Merry Christmas. We'll certainly be talking about that. We'll also be talking about, well, this special package, this package that I've received, and maybe Dominic is here to be giving gifts and maybe to be talking about, I don't know, maybe some other members of the YBW roster. And maybe Dominic has been disrespected, and maybe it should be Dominic going to all these places, because Dominic certainly said a lot on the YBW network. Don't doubt Dominic. You better not doubt him. He's going to prove it one more time here before Revelations 5. We are now under 1 week away from maybe the final backyard and underground wrestling show of the year. You know, since he is the champion and we are here in prime time on the brightest lights, the biggest stage, and you know that you want to hear that introduction, the champ wants to hear that introduction because he doesn't want to put me in that razor edge. He certainly doesn't want me to be a part of that razor instinct, and because he knows that Aaron Blaze is watching this one, he especially wants me to do that introduction for him because he knows the headline and the rest of the YBW roster is watching. So, ladies and gentlemen, let's get this show on the road here in style on Sportzwire Radio, the #1 global radio station, the platform where all wrestling matters, the platform that our champion of YBW, Dominic, and YBW have helped build to get to nearly 1,350 subscribers. Let's get the show on the road here in style. Let's get right to it. So with that, without further ado, here on the Sports Report, #1 one more for the road. The reigning, defending YBW heavyweight champion, the man that has that razor instinct. His name is simply put, the champ is here, my friend. How are we doing?
I'm good. I beat Velador. Now I'm going to face Blaze. And I know Blaze has been wanting this, and I definitely want this.
You want it? You want it. Well, guess what? You're going to get it. You're going to get it in now less than 6 days from now. 6 days from maybe the very last backyard and underground wrestling show and match of the year. It's going to be you and the headline, Aaron Blaze. And champ,
Yep.
I guess what comes to my mind is everybody's been talking about Aaron Blaze here, Aaron Blaze there. Aaron Blaze is going to wrestle this person. Aaron Blaze is going to wrestle that person. He was here Friday on Sportswire Radio. He's now wrestling D'Angelo
Yep, I've
LaFlame.
seen that
As
one.
a matter of fact, in your home state, basically right down the road from you. But the way I think of it, and tell me your thoughts, and especially for those that are listening and watching here in prime time on the brightest lights, the biggest stage, the platform that you and YBW most certainly helped build, Sportswire Radio, that this Sunday, instead of Aaron Blaze trailblazing and going to this place and that place, it's going to be at Revelations 5, the last headline, Aaron Blaze. What do you say?
Yeah. At Revelations, for sure. I'm going to do the same thing I did to Velador. And then I want to make sure Aaron Blaze is not laughing then. And especially going to make sure he doesn't go to all these other companies. Because I will still be the world champion. And maybe, just maybe, I'll have to take his spot in all these other companies.
But Dominic, it's funny. It's funny you say that because I was thinking the same things. Aaron Blaze has been here multiple times since your last appearance. Everybody's talking about Aaron Blaze here. Thursday's show. I saw Soldier GP on a screen with Justin Parsley and James Taylor, and they were going back and forth. Soldier was with Aaron in the chat about IMF. And then BTW, Born to Wrestle. Aaron Blaze has got a ticket to Born to Wrestle in Roseburg, Oregon. In your home state. It's going to be for the All Wrestling Matters, the World Underground Championship, and then Chase Wakefield's Wedding Invitational Super Show. D'Angelo and Aaron Blaze the headline. I hear ROEW. Aaron Blaze says he wants to go back there and run it back with C Money for the Prestige Championship. I hear all these things about Aaron Blaze, but yet in his own company, YBW, who's the guy right now who's the champion? Who's the guy right now on top? I'm looking at him. I'm looking at Dominic. I'm looking at the guy who's got the razor. All these places, ROEW, IMF, BTW, the Chase Wakefield Wedding Invitational. If the way things go the way you're going to intend to it on Sunday, maybe, Dominic, you're going to take Aaron Blaze's place and figuratively and literally all these places where he wants to create his biggest headline.
Well, I mean, it's also funny how you say all the places that he wants to go.
Yes, sir.
I mean, he better have his mind straight for this match, or he's definitely not going to win. Because, I mean, from what I'm hearing, it looks
what are
like...
you hearing? What are you hearing, what are you hearing?
He's focused on going to other companies instead of
looking past
worrying about the one title that matters.
He's looking past you. That's what you're telling me tonight in prime time. And you see it now. We got a big turnout right now. All of a sudden, people, they're wondering, Aaron Blaze, and they talk about him, but what about Dominic? What about Dominic? And maybe that works to your advantage right now. Maybe that works to your advantage. That Dominic should be the guy that's going to easily get past Aaron Blaze because Aaron Blaze, he isn't even thinking about right now that YBW.
And plus, I've already beat him to become an undisputed world champion.
And look at what you did with him with that championship belt. I know certainly he's tried to come back, but your promo on the YBW network page, I mean, was different. This was a revelation that don't doubt Dominic. Do you think that Aaron Blaze is doubting Dominic?
Oh yeah, 100% he is.
Yeah.
I mean, he thinks he's gonna be the head. He thinks he's gonna be the headline of Revelations, be the true kingpin. But you're looking at him right here. I'm gonna be the headline of Revelations and the true kingpin. true kingpin of YBW.
And what would that mean to you? You know, the last show of the year, right? It's the last show.
The
And
biggest show of the year, too.
And it's the biggest show in YBW history. We've talked about the changes YBW has made. We've got the network. We've got the website. We're on the trampoline now. YBW's added new members of the roster. This is the greatest roster YBW has had. This is the greatest time in YBW's history. And for you, you're headlining it. You're closing out the year. You're closing out and maybe ushering in a new era of YBW. And for you to remain on top going into 2025 would certainly send a lot of signals that Aaron Blaze, maybe he shouldn't be the headline anymore. Maybe it's Dominic. Maybe really it should be the headline Dominic.
Yeah, I mean, Aaron Blaze has been saying, oh, this is the revival of YBW. But guess what? 2025 is not going to be the revival of YBW. 2025 is going to be Razor's reality, and no one can change that.
Dominic is on fire tonight. Dominic is on fire. But, you know, Aaron Blaze basically is almost kind of touting this as a comeback tour for him. You know, he's basically rebooting, right? He's rebooting. He wants to go to these different places, and, you know, we've got at length about that. But to me, he can't reboot. He can't come back if he doesn't beat you once again. He hasn't been YBW champion in a very, very long time. I mean, he can talk about...
And he's going to stay that way, too.
And that's why you're going to certainly tell us here coming up on Sunday that that's why it's Don't Doubt Dominic.
Yeah. I mean, hell... Aaron Blaze just needs to get his mind straight. Because I want a real competition. I want the real Aaron Blaze.
So you're telling me that we're not getting the real Aaron Blaze? So what do you mean by that? Elaborate that for the audience.
Well, if you guys been paying attention to IBW, I mean, the last time that he's been world champion, whatnot, even the times that he was in the United Front, all I'm saying is that I want the Aaron Blaze that would put up a fight and not give up.
Not give up.
I don't want the old, worn out Aaron Blaze. I want the prime time Aaron Blaze.
But you keep mentioning Aaron Blaze being old and Aaron Blaze almost past his prime. What makes you say that, though? What makes you say that Aaron Blaze is all of a sudden old out there in the ring? Like, what do you know?
I mean, he did mention that me and him are the same age, yeah. But he's been doing this a lot longer than I have.
But some would say that you look older than Aaron Blaze.
Yeah, no, he's older than me probably by like a few months, but but I mean, at the end of the day, he's been doing this longer. He's been going to other places. He's been beating up his body a lot more.
But does that make you upset that Aaron Blaze he's always talked about, like Dominic, people go Dominic, right? And they go, I don't know him. You know, yeah, he's his Razor Instinct. He shows up on chats and Sportswire. He comes on here. I don't really know anything about him. But Aaron Blaze, people, they in droves come out for him. Aaron Blaze speaks, all of a sudden, people flock to Sportswire. Dominic, people would say that Dominic is mid. When you hear that, when the name Dominic comes up, right? And people go, yeah, I know him. I seen him here and there on Sportswire. But I look at Dominic, and he's the typical mid-yarder, the mid-backyard wrestler. What does that make you feel when you hear things like that? Dominic is just mid.
I mean, after Revelations, people are going to realize that I'm not just mid, that I'm the top of the game in YBW. And people will understand very soon.
Yes. Will that translate in the rest of the circuit, though? I mean, do you feel you are mid? Because some people would say, I mean, that's
No,
what they go through the grapevine. They go, Dominic, he's mid. I mean, Magnum Carter right now is getting talked about more. Magnum Carter's this next big thing. He's this big guy. He's fighting for his family. He's a role model. He's inspirational. He's going out there. He's been dominant so far. But Dominic, even though you're the YBW champion, you're kind of what I've seen as a typical on a Sportswire show. I mean, whereas some guy will come on here and they're a champion, but they'll talk about somebody else in their promotion, like a Sean Jovi, a D'Angelo LaFlame, a James Taylor. But they'll go with champions like Dom. He's mid. What do you say to all that?
well, I mean, all I say is YBW is the best company in Pennsylvania. Therefore, I'm the best champion in Pennsylvania. People are going to underestimate that. Well, after Revelations, people are definitely not going to doubt Dominic. And you mentioned about Magnum Carter.
Yes, I did.
The last time me and Magnum Carter were in Sportswire, we were talking back and forth, arguing. And you know what? If Magnum Carter wants to step up to the YBW champion, how about this? Magnum Carter, keep your YBW Breakouts champion clean for me, because maybe I have to come for that next after I beat Aaron Blaze.
Wait a minute, Dominic. I like you. I got a surprise for you. I got a gift we're gonna open up on the air. I like you, Dominic. I don't think like everybody else. I don't think Dominic is mid. I think that you have been extremely impressive. What you've done to Aaron Blaze in the past. I mean, some other guys that used to be here, you ran them out of town. You ran them out of town where they went to places that, almost nobody would go to. If it was the last place on earth, they would go to only. But the facts is that I do like you. But are you sure that you'd want people like Magnum Carter and to step up with him? Because you got to focus on Blaze. I'm with you. You've already done it. But Magnum Carter right now, I mean, there's something about him right now. I don't know if he's going to be BYW's next Goldberg. I don't know if he's on his way to being something that could really be special over these next few years, and especially in the Pennsylvania BYW circuit. But the facts are right now, you got to focus on Blaze. You still got to focus on him. Aaron Blaze has talked about winning the title for the 8th time. He's talked about finally being the YBW champion. So I would just say, before you worry about Carter, let's focus on this Sunday, because you still got a big test here coming up when it comes to the headline Aaron Blaze.
Well, Carter also still has to beat Tack. I mean, Tack's back.
So then why are you even challenging Carter, though? Why are you challenging a man? You got Blaze to worry about, though. You got Blaze.
I mean, Carter did try to call me out, thinking, oh, he's the bigger and better champion. But guess what, buddy? You're in the mid-card still. Aaron Blaze.
Time out.
And Aaron Blaze, I don't have to... I'm not going to doubt Aaron Blaze in the match either. And to be fair, like you have said, I have beaten him plenty of times.
Multiple times.
And Aaron Blaze is not focused at all. I can leave my focus and worry about someone else and still beat Aaron Blaze. That's how unfocused he is. And
really shouldn't you be worried, though, about yourself? And who cares what Magnum Carter thinks? Who cares what Tack thinks? Who cares what anybody else, your brother thinks even? I mean, maybe your brother, maybe he should be watching this right now or reevaluating some other plans of his. But the facts is that you got to focus on yourself, Dominic. You can't worry about...
Well, I mean, everyone has their own matches. Like, there is Oliver Blade versus Echo.
I'm going to put that right up here in a minute for the poster. I'm going to do that. Give me minutes. Okay.
But... yeah, so it's Oliver Blade and Echo. I mean, I don't like Echo one bit, so I hope my brother wins. And then, of course, there's Phoenix and Madness, which at this point is just a circle jerk. I don't know what the hell is going on there. And then there's Tack versus Magnum Carter. I don't like Tack, but to be fair, I hope Tack beats Carter's ass.
Really?
And wins that breakout championship.
You shouldn't even have to worry about Magnum Carter, because if Carter goes down on Sunday, Carter's a footnote. He can talk about being a role model, fighting for his daughter, being a positive role model, being a new era for BYW and doing things the right way. But if he loses to Tack, forget about him. He becomes an afterthought, right? So why even worry about him?
I mean, he's the biggest guy in YBW. I mean, he's eventually going to strike back. I mean,
yeah.
Hell, I mean, if you notice him wrestling on the trampoline, I mean, that's wear and tear on the trampoline, which I think he should wrestle on the ground, but that's besides the point.
Wait a minute. Wait. Time out, Dominic. Time out. Are you basically telling management that you think that Magnum Carter should not be allowed to wrestle on a trampoline? Is that what you're telling us? Are you telling this? Are you telling this for our safety? Are you telling it for the wrestler's safety? What exactly is your reasons that Magnum Carter should not have the same opportunities as everybody else, yourself included?
I mean, is for the safety matter of like people being able to wrestle, because quite frankly, eventually that trampoline's gonna be gone and we're gonna have to get a new one. And I think the most wear and tear is gonna be from Magnum Carter jumping up and down that trampoline, getting up and down, also suplexing people on there. But that's besides the point. And
Right.
then now the next match on that card is the best match of the YBW Revelations 5 card. Aaron Blaze versus Dominic.
I'm going to put that right up here on the poster. Yep.
I know everyone's waiting for that. Really wanting it to come.
Rightfully so, don't you think?
Yeah. I mean, hell, I'm going to be the reason why it's the best match on the card. Quite frankly, probably the best match in YBW history.
And I tell you what, I think now that's where I agree with you. I think that this is the greatest match in YBW history. This is the last match pretty much in 2024 of all of BYW. We know that December 29th. We know that this is it.
Oh, yeah.
This is the last one. The last one. You got it, Dom.
I'm going to call out all the people hated. Hey, Carter. Hey, Blaze, look, my shirt.
Rob has got that shirt on. Don't doubt Dominic anymore. He has shown up. He is fired up tonight. This is a Dominic you didn't see like last time. Dominic, I'll tell you what. You got that razor instinct already. You got that razor edge mentality. You are showing why. Aaron Blaze, this could be his last headline here coming up. Forget about Aaron Blaze going to BTW. Forget about Aaron Blaze
retiring match.
This is it. Now, are you prepared for the final match of Aaron Blaze's career? You've almost, I guess, in a way, prepared for that. What will you do exactly?
I mean, if you think about it, I debuted against Aaron Blaze. And it would be ironic enough if Aaron Blaze's retirement match is against me.
Retirement match
going around.
Retirement match. Wow. So, I mean, are you going to be the one that's the I know that he's the MC of 1, 2, 3 Magnum Carter, but is Dominic going to be the MC of the retirement of Aaron Blaze? Instead of the headline, this will be the last headline. Aaron Blaze. Headline this. Aaron Blaze's last headline.
Yeah, I mean, he's not going to be headlining anymore after I'm done with him.
Now,
Velador just got the end of the stick. At Anarchy Sanctum, I didn't do as much as I wanted to do. Well, I didn't do all the things I wanted to do to Aaron Blaze. I just used Velador as an example of what I'm going to do to Aaron Blaze.
So do you think that maybe Aaron Blaze, if he wants to travel to all these places, that maybe he should go somewhere else, or maybe not show up on the 29th? Maybe he should figure out some different plans, you think?
Exactly. I mean, if he doesn't show up, that just shows that he's a coward.
He's a coward. Wow. Aaron Blaze a coward, huh?
Yeah, if he doesn't show up at Revelations. So I hope he does show up.
You hope
so I can beat his ass and exactly show the people on what I did to Velador and exactly what I'm gonna do to Aaron Blaze.
Well, we're going to find that out, and I am going to have some surprises here in a minute, but let me do something else because I got to take care of some business here, and I want to plug our friends here in YBW because I do see some people here in the chat popping up. So let me first of all take this on the screen, put it up, because now yesterday on the show with Ace Reed, I was having some technical difficulties, but I fixed the problem, and this is YBW's YouTube channel. We are closing in on 1,400 subscribers. We are closing in on 1,400. So if you're here right now, do me a favor. Go hit the sub button for YBW. Revelation is coming up this Sunday in the main event, arguably the last match in 2024 here in BYW for that YBW championship, the richest prize in all of Pennsylvania backyard underground wrestling. It will be the reigning defending YBW champion, Dominic, with that razor instinct against the legendary headline Aaron Blaze. This will be the most anticipated match in YBW history and one of the most anticipated matches here in history. My name is the Reverend Tom Bryce, your voice figuratively and literally, where all wrestling matters. I will get to the chat. I will get to the surprise for you, Dominic, in a second. But you know, Dominic, since obviously you are our champion, you are the man that has certainly put YBW where it is. You've ushered in this new era with the network. You've obviously been with the trampoline, the new stars that are here in YBW. I wanted to open something up for you. I wanted, because you're the champion, right? You're the man right now.
Here, can I get to something though?
What's that?
Well, I have one thing to say before you get to that.
Anything you want.
I know
you
how
are the champion of YBW. Yes, sir.
I know how some people back in Anarchy Sanctum were like, "Oh, Velador's gonna beat Dominic. He's gonna be the flaw, like he's gonna flaw and hit the Razor Instinction or whatever." I mean, they doubted me then, and I showed them why you don't doubt Dominic, especially during the match whenever I low blowed Velador, especially whenever I attacked Velador after the match. People may think that's bad. Just wait until Revelations on what I got planned for Aaron Blaze.
Well, you know, Dom, what I think about that, there's an old expression, by any means necessary.
Yep.
You were
and
handicapped.
That's what's going to happen at Revelations.
And by any means necessary. And you know, Dom, real quick, before I open up that package for you, you've been the guy in big matches right now that's been on top. You've been the guy that's been winning these championship matches. Whereas Aaron Blaze, he's famously, in his most recent few matches, has been coming up short. You, on the other hand, you've had a big 2024. That's why it's Don't Doubt Dominic.
He's been coming up short like something else I know.
Well, I tell you what I want to do, because I got a surprise or two for you. It's the holidays, and I wanted to obviously give the chat a gift here coming up. But for you, Dominic, I'd now like to open up this package. See this package here, Dominic? Now, I know that if I don't open this up here live with you, you might hit me with that Razor Instinct. I certainly don't want to be on your naughty list. I
might have to use a cutoff. You
might have to, and I wouldn't blame you. I wouldn't blame you. So what I'm going to do here, for those that are listening and watching your stage, Sportswire, I'm going to, if only you would allow me to, be so kind, I'm going to open up this package right now. I'm going to tell you what it is.
I know the people want to see it.
And you want to see it too, right, Dom? Because, I mean, you're the guy that should be going everywhere else. You should be the guy going to REW, BTW, IMF, the Chase Wakefield Wedding Invitational. That should really upset you most, because that Chase Wakefield Wedding Invitational is in your home state. You're the YBW champion, but this guy, Chase Wakefield, didn't even call Dom. Didn't even call him.
Yeah, they didn't call the best champion in Pennsylvania. Are you kidding?
And the greatest YBW champion of all time. The greatest YBW champion in history. You ran guys out of town. There was this one guy that was here, and, you know, he's wrestling, and, you know, where almost if it was the last place.
Yeah, the one guy that used to be champion, you know, the one that thinks he has a roster together that only has 3 people with 5 championships. Yeah,
that one. Yeah.
Get it together, buddy.
Well, I'm going to now open up this package because you want me to, and I better do it. So here we go.
Yep.
It's not a bomb. That's the good news.
Yeah, there's no bomb in there.
Well, I thank you for the sticker, but
it's P-Public.
Wait. Oh my God! Wait a minute. Yes, we got our merchandise.
The
YBW.
YBW Network shirt.
Let's go.
Hey, Tom, I just want to ask you something. Why haven't you ordered my shirt yet? Come on, man.
Because the
You need
company.
to order my shirt.
I'll tell you what, Dominic. One shirt at a time. One shirt. But we got the network.
Yeah, my shirt's the best, though. Come on.
It's
You
your job.
know that. My shirt's the best.
The YBW Network shirt's the best because that's what we're supporting, by the way. YBW 2018. Hit that sub button for me. Hit that sub.
Yeah, but this is all about me. This stream right here is all about me, and my shirt's the best. Everyone, go cop yourself some Dominic shirts, no matter if it's my new one or my old one.
And he's wearing it this time on Sportzwire.
Yep. And it's nice and warm, fresh out of the wash, too.
I think this came out of like a factory, Dom. I don't know if they washed this yet.
No, mine.
Oh, I was gonna say, Dom, this is literally like, who knows where?
Yeah, yours probably has been in the package for like a week or something. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm
surprised it doesn't smell bad.
No, not real. Honestly, no. It doesn't smell like a bomb. I haven't been blown up yet. But although I'm sure somebody out there would like me to. That one guy especially that said he hated what I stood for, that's no longer in this company, but we don't want to mention him. He's a loser. But that's okay. I guess since it is the holidays, it is Christmas, and I was thinking, Dom, that
this still looks nice too.
It's a great, Dom, that's why you are the greatest YBW champion in history. But Dom,
got the best title too. The best looking title out of the world championships that we've had.
I tell you what, you got the best YBW title, but Dom, I got a surprise. I got one surprise for you now that would like for me to wish you a Merry Christmas. So this surprise here would like to usher in something for you, give you a gift, wish you a Merry Christmas. With their presence, certainly hope that you'll have the greatest Christmas yet. So if I could bring on this gift for you for Christmas here onto the stage. Anything you want to say? You good with that? So you want to wish? You want to see the Christmas gift I got for you from this person?
I mean, all I'm saying is I hope it doesn't piss me off. That's all I'm saying.
I don't know. I actually don't know what this gift is, believe it or not. It could be good. It could be bad. I mean, it's a surprise. That's what's surprising.
Let's see it.
All right. Well, we're going to do that here for those that are listening and watching in prime time. Wait a minute. It's the YBW Breakouts Champion. It's 1, 2, 3.
Hey, Carter, I see you still have that championship nice and clean for me.
I see yours is still dirty as ever. Every time I clean your damn shirt.
You know what, Carter? I hope Tack beats your ass and wins that championship off of you.
Well, unlike some people, I'm doubting Dominic, and I'm going for Blaze.
Oh, he's doubting Dominic. Dom, you good with this?
Here's my little present for you. Here's my present for you. You want to talk all this game? Once I'm done with Tack, I'm coming for you.
Oh my God! No.
Okay.
Dom, if you get past Blaze, you got Magnum.
Oh, Dominic,
100%. And I'm going to show him who the better champion is right here. I'm the better champion.
Yeah, I also show you who wears red better.
Oh my God, his camera's better, his shirt's better, he's saying, and Dominic is furious right now. Dominic, this is basically feeding in to what people have been saying. Dominic is mid. Dominic is not really the champion. Dominic is a paper champion. Magnum Carter, if he gets past Tack, which he seems confident he's coming for you, and he's going to crumble you up with paper. He's going to certainly, let's just
Magnum Carter's in the mid card. I'm in the main event. How do you feel about that?
I feel like your brother is a bigger threat than you are on his worst day.
And he's angry about the car mirror right now. He's angry about the car mirror. Don't doubt the car mirror.
You really think you're going to beat me faster than my younger brother? I mean,
your younger brother is bigger than you are.
if you've been paying attention, I'm the one that beat him whenever I had 2 championships. But Aaron Blaze had to strip me of 1.
Well,
because we know why. We know why.
And that one championship, Dominic, you wouldn't have wanted to have won that championship. That would.
I mean, it doesn't even matter anymore. I'm glad that I hit Blaze with it, and I'm glad that it's probably in the garbage by now. But
well, you know what? It's certainly. I'm sure you can find it somewhere in like North Africa. But
also, Carter, I got Tack all the way. Even though I don't like Tack, I despise of him. I hope Tack wins.
He's a bigger threat than you are, so I'm going to worry about him first, and I'm going to snooze past you.
He's a bigger threat. He's a bigger threat. But
Wait
if you remember,
a minute.
I beat him too.
Magnum, you sound like what you're saying is that Dominic doesn't bring in the viewers. Dominic is losing the audience. Is that what you're trying to say? Is that Dominic? You're basically saying what I allege, that some would say that Dominic is mid because all of a sudden somebody put this out in the chat. I don't want to do that. I don't want to be that person. I don't want to be disrespectful, but the audience seems to be going elsewhere. The viewership has dropped exponentially because maybe Dominic is mid.
He's definitely mid. Look at the polls. The polls say otherwise. People might want his matches, but they always watch mine. Mine have more views. Mine has more taste. Mine has more Carter in it.
Ooh. I tell you what, Dominic.
All I'm saying is I'm glad that you're not having your shirt off, because who the hell would want to see a big guy wrestle with his shirt off? I'm glad that you always wear your shirt.
Dominic, are you insinuating that big people shouldn't have their shirts off? Dominic, what are you alleging here? That sounds like discrimination. Are you just discriminating?
Look at this. Look at this right here. What's on the screen? This is the reason why I said Carter should not wrestle on a trampoline.
But you're discriminating against your own roster. That's not your jurisdiction to tell YBW management that the Breakouts champion can't wrestle and have the same opportunities as you do. That's discrimination, Dominic. This is 2024. This might have worked in 2004. It might have worked in a promotion that Aaron Blaze was in once upon a time, where they certainly do things like that. But we do things here differently now. It's 2024.
I mean, hell, it might be 2024. Still, at the end of the day, I mean, yes, I don't care if Carter wrestles. Like, not at all. But, like, the trampoline is having wear and tear. And I'm not discriminating against them.
You should not be worried about the trampoline. You should be worried about Aaron Blaze. And you should be focused on doing every single thing possible.
I'm focused on him.
Well, that's what you should be doing, because listen, Magnum Carter is MC of 1, 2, 3, and he's something brand new, and he's definitely showing that coming up this Sunday, Revelations 5. He's gonna make Tack into a tic-tac-toe, and that includes him. He's here live, so that's what you should be. He'll focus on what he's focusing on.
You're saying I should focus on Aaron Blaze, but yet I know you probably talked to Aaron Blaze. Maybe you should tell Aaron Blaze that he needs to focus on me, because every promo that he cuts, he always has to add in someone from ROEW or whatever. He always mentions someone else whenever the thing that matters the most is whenever me and him are having a promo. We should be worried about each other, not other people from a company.
So are you saying that what are you saying about ROEW though? Are you trying to allege that ROEW should be reaching out to you? Are you saying that ROEW shouldn't bother with Aaron Blaze anymore? BTW shouldn't bother with Aaron Blaze anymore?
Well,
what are you saying?
I'm not saying that at all. Like, Aaron Blaze always worries about other people. And to be honest, that's his downfall right there. That's why he hasn't been the world champion.
But you've done the same thing tonight, though. You have done the same thing. You have talked about Magnum Carter. You've brought Magnum Carter onto the screen here, don't you think?
Dom, to be fair, you're not much to worry about.
Oh, oh
I
my
mean, you're
God!
not much to worry about
Network.
either.
You know what though? But you know what, Dominic? I have a
I'm
surprise.
quicker and smarter.
Dominic, you very well could be, but I tell you what, Dominic, I have another surprise for you. It is near Christmas Eve, and we are in the spirit of the holiday season. And I obviously love having you here, Dominic. I love having Magnum Carter here, but I have another surprise, and I think that you should see this surprise because I think that you'd be very happy to see this surprise. Would you allow me? I know you're the champion. You're the man that's leading YBW into the next generation, to the next decade. You're the greatest YBW champion of all time. But would you like me to maybe elaborate further and bring this
What?
gift here?
Is there going to be another champion on here? Maybe the hardcore champion's going to join or what?
You know
We-
what? You
I
don't
mean-
know. I mean, there's definitely. I don't know who it is. As a matter of fact, it could be anybody. You could listen. For all I know, James Taylor could be here and say, you know what? Maybe you want to sign a contract to YBW. Maybe it's BTW. They want to sign Dominic, and Aaron Blaze is being released from his contract there. You know, it could be anybody. So I don't know who this surprise is, but I feel that you should now get a chance to see who this surprise is because you deserve it, Dominic.
Okay.
So I'm going to do that here. So I'm going to take this off the screen, and we're going to get to the chat in a minute. So if you're out there and you want to say hello, hang on tight. But while you're here, first of all, hit that sub button for YBW. YBW is almost there to 1,400 subscribers. We got a Patreon page. I got my YBW merchandise. I always wear my uniforms when I'm on Sportswire Radio. So you do the same. Hit that sub button.
Hey, Carter, I got my shirt this time.
Hey, it's about time.
Don't doubt Dominic. He's got his shirt, but it is now time to give you, Dominic, your second gift here. Just in time for the Christmas season. Santa
Carter wasn't very much a gift, but okay.
I was told that Santa Claus
They're not
told
very
me,
special either,
because
Dom.
Santa Claus is real. Santa told me, Dom, that it was a gift for you and that he hoped that you have a great Christmas and he hopes that you still leave him the cookies and milk, at midnight. So that's what he hopes. But I know you don't go to bed really, so
Soy milk.
don't do
Soy
that.
boy.
Don't be a soy boy, Dom. Don't be a soy boy. That might have been the last guy that was here in this promotion. He's a soy boy, but you know what? Let's not go there. Let's now bring this gift here. Ladies and gentlemen, the second gift here for the Christmas season. We want to thank, obviously, Santa Claus for allowing us here. But wait a minute! It's the headline! Aaron Blaze! Santa Claus has delivered him here, and he's pulling his own version of James Taylor. Aaron Blaze, the headline is here.
The old man is here.
And
the
he's
lights
here.
came on. The viewers are going to come back. Dom, I'm not worried about other people. I'm here talking to you, you little bitch. So what's up?
Oh!
I mean, it definitely seems like you're more worried about other people than me, and that's going to be your downfall, old man.
Oh!
As I keep saying, you're not much to worry about, Dom. He's got it all in the bag.
Yes, sir.
Oh!
It is
Carter,
all
I don't
in
even
hand.
know why you're here. You should just leave it up to me and
No,
Blaze. How about you
mentioned his name,
scram?
though, but you kept mentioning his name.
Yeah. Don't bring me up
I
if
mean,
you don't want me to get
he
involved.
mentioned it first. He
But
mentioned
you
it
mentioned
first in
tonight.
Sportswire.
But you mentioned him tonight first, though. So Santa Claus wanted to give you a gift, and that was the YBW Breakouts champion.
And now the soon-to-be 8-time trailblazing world heavyweight champion is here. So the views can come back since you're doing such a great job of keeping them here, Dom. Way to go, champ.
Aaron, do you agree with the fact that some have alleged that Dom is mid as a champion or just mid in general? I mean, I don't know. That's certainly a serious allegation or a serious, charge there. But do you think that Dom is mid? Let's just say.
Tom, I don't think that Dom is mid.
He knows.
I know without a shadow of a doubt, with all the blood pumping through my veins, Dominic is mid. If he's not mid, then I am Chinese. All right, let's just put it that way.
Maybe you are. You have some Chinese and you never know.
Nope. Zero
And
Chinese.
if Dom, sorry to cut you both off there. Sorry, Dom, stealing your move again. But anyway,
Hey, he steals everyone else's stuff.
you're lucky. You call me a mid-carder. If I'm a mid-carder in your eyes, then hope it's a good thing. Because if I was a full-timer, you couldn't keep up with me.
Who has held
But-
their championship longer, bud?
Who won it quicker?
Who's had more terrible losses, bud?
Who won his quicker? Who hasn't been defeated in one-on-one action?
Him.
And who very well could
whenever it's
be,
me and you're gonna lose.
and who
Hey,
very
hey,
well
hey,
could be
hey,
the
hey.
next Gold. You could be the next Goldberg Magnum card. There's something some people are saying in BYW that you very well could be that next Goldberg.
Who's
Well,
next?
Oh!
Well, either way, the hedgehog over there on your right, Tom, needs to be looking at me and focusing on me. The guy who's being a
I don't
complete
need to be
hypocrite.
focusing on you.
Oh, you don't need to be focused on other people, yet you are doing the exact same thing. And you know what? You know what, Dom? I don't need to talk about possible opportunities. I don't need to talk about past endeavors. All I need to do is run my mouth about what is to be. You and I, one on one, years in the making, but for the first time ever, where you're world champion, main eventing Revelations against me. A guy that defined that championship, a guy that's defined that event in so many ways. And for the fifth time in history, I'm going to walk out with what I deserve. Because even in
You don't
defeat with
deserve it.
shortcomings at the show of shows, at the first one, I walked out hardcore champion. At the second one, I put on match of the year with Phantasma Volador. And I didn't need to cheat, by the way. Number 3, I beat your
Ooh, low
brother.
blow.
Anyone can beat your brother. Let's just call a spade here, kid. And then I refereed one of the best stories to ever be told because I'm the one that wrote it with 2 people that aren't even in the company anymore and aren't even in a company right now, period. They'll be dead in about another year or 2. But regardless, it's me and you, Revelations 5. And once again, I get what I want at the end of it, kid. You will remain mid. I will remain the true kingpin of Young Breakout Wrestling and all of backyard and underground wrestling in the state of PA, and I'll have the gold to prove it. Because, yeah, sure, you've had a better year than me. I mean, I was, taking over Tennessee, I was causing some mayhem in Michigan, I was doing all this other stuff.
Yeah.
Cool. But when I show up and I show out, even in defeat, I still have more victories over you because people talk about me because I am a star. I don't need to beg for them to speak about who I am and what I've done. They will just hit me up and view my stuff. People are still trying to figure out who the hell you are. And until you beat me in your own way, of the way of a real man, which I know is so hard for you to do nowadays, that concept's not going to change.
I
You're
realize
mentioning about real man. You're mentioning about a real man. You're
Yeah, did I
not a
stutter?
real man. Think about back with United Front, or even further back, bro. You have never been a real man, and this is
This is all I
why
get.
I'm gonna beat you at Revelations, and you're not gonna be the headline at the end of it. I'm gonna be the headline, the true kingpin, because
well,
you're
we're gonna
not beating
find out.
me.
We're gonna most certainly
It's like
find
keep
out.
hitting the replay button. I'm gonna do this. I'm
Dom,
gonna
real
do this.
men don't talk about beating other
We're
men.
gonna find out, but before I do anything and get to the chat, I do want to one more time give a plug to YBW because we're on the road to 1,400 subs. YBW 2018, the only place you're gonna see the main event of the historic Revelations 5 between Dominic, the current champion, and Aaron Blaze, the headline, is on the YBW YouTube page. But I have a comment. I'm gonna get to everybody in the chat. There's a lot of people that want to talk, but this is something interesting here because this guy, Trey Mysticality, alongside Judas, 2 men that are no strangers to this platform, they specifically addressed YBW. And they specifically addressed YBW. And I was curious, what you gentlemen thought as company men and just overall impressions here because Judas, the evil angel, who's obviously the Blizzard and ALW champion, he is just dominated there. And we don't even want to go down that road. But he says, Trey Mysticality, maybe we can put our differences aside and show just how much damage we at Blizzard and ALW can do against YBW. I know we're promoting Revelations 5, and I got that.
No, that's fine. I'm open to any and all business, Tom.
But
And sorry to cut you off. And I'm gonna go first. Sorry, let me finish smoking that
Sure.
Dom pack real quick. All right, so I finished smoking that Dom pack. I welcome any and all talent to come to Young Breaker Wrestling. I've said it before and I said it
Mhm.
again because clearly, this guy diagonal from me, who's up, which he's gonna be looking up at a star at Revelations. Let me just tell you that much. He's not much of a draw, so clearly I wouldn't mind having the Evil Angel Judas on. I wouldn't mind having Trey Mysticality on. He could do so much more than being a ring announcer, and the evil angel Judas can actually be shown on television, unlike they were on some places. My point is, I know what it's like to be short-sighted. I know what it's like to be shunned aside, and I want to bring people with me into the limelight. And Dominic, I know you only care about yourself, but that's why I talk about all these other people, all these other places, especially the new generation. And I know you will never be a part of that. You were never good enough to be a part of that, but I am, and I'm going to be the catalyst for that, Dominic. And
Mm.
it starts by having the goal to prove it, because you can only show up and capture so many participation trophies until, I don't know, you have to lose it to some nobody, or a company goes out of business, and then another company that posts some mid content and isn't seen for a couple months. My point is, Dom, it all starts with me being the prodigy that I am, and I do it for everybody, because clearly the guy that's supposed to be on top should be a locker room leader. He shouldn't just be someone that's dominating the scene. And you like to bring up the past, like, oh, I used to do this with the United Front, and I used to side with that person. Yeah, and you're right, I
Yeah, the
did.
United
But
Front used to
but
be a
yeah,
Diddy party.
yeah, okay, buddy.
Oh.
Okay. Say that without smothering oil on your brother. But anyhow,
we're not going there on
yeah,
sports.
All
we're not
Diddy.
gonna go there. But my point is, even everything I did in that group, which you can't get over, I was doing it for the betterment of someone else. I was the leader in that group, but was I the world champion in that group? No. Should I have been the world champion in that group? Hell to the yeah. Because I was the only one with
I mean, I would say
talent
you should
in
have
that
been
group.
instead of that other cuck, but yeah.
Touche, touche, touche. And I'll give you props for
No one
that.
likes that
However,
other cuck. I mean, I can agree with you with that one.
yeah, we can agree on some things, but one thing we are always going to see differences on is that you are the one that's wrong for how you've been acting lately, when I've been trying to do what I've always done that you will never know how to do, and that's why RWO has never gotten started up, and that's
Ooh.
business. I know how to do business. That's why we post something every single month, and there's other people with three guys on their show. Well, three guys and a questionable guy, girl, whatever, and they advertise something for March when they have all their people together unveiling 9,000 belts and throwing shots at us, but they would never have the balls to say it in my face. The point is, Dom, you and I are not alike. We are so vastly different. And the difference is, I have enough talent to become world champion and do it the right way. I don't need to keep being concerned with what isn't going to happen. I need to be concerned with what is going to happen. I'm not concerned about company number 20 and 21 heading into December 29th. The only number that I give two shits about is number 8. And Carter, no offense to you, you are a rising star. You are a bright, rising talent, regardless of weight, regardless of age. You are doing a phenomenal job. But Dominic, you are only good enough to have one number that matters. And it's the same number of titles you've won that actually matter. 2. I'm always going to be number 1 in YBW. You will always be my favorite number 2 until Magnum Carter kicks your
You
ass.
know, that's an
You will always
interesting
be my
point, Mr.
favorite number
Blaze.
2.
I'm gonna get to the chat. I'll come back to some of those comments. There's a lot of people that want to come in and talk to you guys.
Oh, finally, we're getting views because I'm talking. Let's go.
Well, but my point was, interesting that you've talked about the viewership. And Dominic, we had this big turnout to start. The views dropped. They came back a little bit. The allegations of Dominic being mid. But let me ask you this question. For whatever reason, you don't win on Sunday, and Dominic remains the YBW champion. For YBW's future, to continue the momentum, to continue the growth, is Dominic the man to continue that and to lead YBW? Is YBW's health in jeopardy if Dominic wins this Sunday? Is the future of YBW at stake here this Sunday for that YBW championship between you and Dominic?
No, I think it's just another turning point for YBW to grow and be its best. I mean, we clearly have a handful of people in the comments that are interested. I've been talking to a handful of people behind the scenes all across the world, and this vision of mine, it's finally coming into light. And for YBW to look its absolute best, the best need to be on top. So whoever is the hardcore champion, kudos to them. Whoever wins between Oliver, Blade, and Echo, kudos to them. Ace Andrews and Phantasmalador, cool. When Magnum Carter slaps the ugly mask off of my cousin, I will be praying to God that it's a reoccurring theme. And when God's last gift strikes Dominic down for 3 seconds and beats him, and I take back my World Heavyweight Championship, YBW will be the best that it's ever been. It will.
Well, we're going to find out here. We're going to certainly say hello to everybody. I think the chat has been waiting. They're anticipating to come in here. I will say one more time, if you want to go give a sub to YBW, they are almost at 1,400 subs. Literally, they're like 12 or 13 subscribers away, maybe even less. So if you can, do me a favor, hit a sub. I'll get to everybody. We'll play the game, and we'll come back to that.
It's all about the game. And how
so
you
that's
play
the game.
it.
You got to play. Everybody, that's the holiday spirit. We're into the new thing. You plug you, I'll plug you, so on and so on. So, but we'll definitely get to that. We are here with the one and only Mr. Dominic. Don't doubt Dominic. The certainly in Magnum, Mr. MC of 123. So let's get to everybody here in the chat. I think we've had enough of Dominic.
This is Dominic's buck of teeth. This is Dominic's buck of teeth.
I'm not going to, Dominic, I think your teeth are just fine. I'm going to let you know. I think they're just fine.
They're going to be knocked loose this Sunday.
Well, I wouldn't be able to elaborate on that, but I will say that Zilla is saying hello to Dominic. So I will say that, we like Zilla is always our first comment. So we love having Zilla here in the chat. So
Zilla will always be my favorite.
Yeah, Zilla's our favorite. The House of Wolves are here. Yes, hello. How you doing? Okay. Yeah, the House of Wolves. That's somewhere else. That's another promotion. We're going to talk about this promotion here in YBW. Our buddy Nathaniel Rage, who, this guy Nathaniel Rage, he calls himself the devil, and he's obviously got his sights on other places, and he apparently is not too far from you guys. He's in West Virginia. He's apparently in West Virginia. He's in West Virginia, and he's apparently making his return to the ring. And who knows? You guys are open for business. He's apparently a devil, and I'm gonna take care of that in a minute. I'm gonna take care of that. I'm gonna connect. Nathaniel Rage, he's actually wrestling in a Rage versus Rage match. Not that guy who calls himself Rage. But if you'd like to find out who he is on Instagram, YouTube, that's the page, especially on YouTube. Go out there, give him a sub. He's always here in the chat. He was here last week. He set his sights on Mr. Brightside and some guy, Abraham Storm, who's here tomorrow, by the way. So Abraham Storm is in the house, 9 o'clock Eastern time, and something tells me we might actually see a Nathaniel Rage. Maybe he'll have a few words to say to Abraham Storm. There we go. Why did we leave the chat? Why did we leave? Let's go like this. One second. I'm going to take it off. Oh, I see it. Okay. 1 second. Oh, remove what we're going to remove. Add. There we go.
Technology. There we go.
Technology is a funny place. Yeah, it's a funny place. Yep.
Why is this going to get back on top?
Speaking of people, well, Dominic is on top right now. He's the champion. But there we go.
That changes in a few days.
Taylor is here, who's back in the ring. There's James Taylor.
Yes. I called it. What did I say? Soldier,
you said he was going to be there.
My ass. Soldier GP kissed my ass.
Well, you know what? I don't know what happened there. I mean, that's obviously something we're going to find out in a matter of days. What happened between Soldier GP, James Taylor, and Justin Parsley for the PWF Championship? But
there was an earthquake.
James Taylor was very successful. He did defeat Felix Jones, and I know James Taylor will be on Sportzwire very soon. Yes, we'll definitely give you clues down the road. Right now, it's YBW's time. Speaking of people, Kyle Shelby's in the house, the newest member of ROEW, and he wants to say, yeah, he's got his shirt on, baby. He is definitely
surprising.
Magnum Carter, it was nice to see you comment to yourself.
Yeah. It's almost as if the chat was read later. I'm just kidding with you, Tom. I'm just kidding.
It
I
was
know it
funny.
can
No,
be
it
a
was
lot.
funny because Ace Reed was here yesterday. We had the same kind of joke there. Hello to YBW Magnum Carter. Aaron Blaze already beat him in his head. Dom, I'm sorry, kiddo, but I'm doubting Dominic.
It's not hard to do. All you have to do
Everyone
is
does.
just look at him. You just have to look at him, and then there's just so much doubt.
If I may say, cut you off real quick. He is the
You're-
GOAT of YBW, but not the greatest of all time.
Oh, stop it. It's the holiday season.
It's funny.
Dom, I'm with you.
It's
I got
funny
you back,
how
Dom.
Aaron Blaze. It's funny how Aaron Blaze mentioned about the matches. I mean, hell, me and Aaron Blaze is gonna be the best match. Freaking,
Yeah.
I don't know.
Man,
I
it's
will
like
tell you
it's
that, Dom.
like a cassette player. You
Well,
keep
no.
putting it on rewind.
People
this is the
still
best
use
No,
match
I'm
cassette
saying
ever.
it-
players, other things still.
But
Dom,
no,
no one's there to watch
But-
you. They're there to watch Blaze.
Thank you.
Well, the
See,
listen, me
viewership is
and Aaron
back.
Blaze's match. Me and Aaron Blaze's match is gonna be the best. Oliver and Echo's surely gonna beat
Did we have
freaking
5
Carter
viewers?
and Tack.
You know, for those on
Freaking Ace
YouTube,
Andrews and Volador is definitely gonna beat Carter, and
oh my
Phoenix.
God, shut up
And
for once.
I
in
got
my
that.
Magic
life.
is gonna beat
I
Carter
gotta
as
ask
well.
this question for the chat
Shut
in there.
He just
Did we
rolled with
only
it.
have 5 viewers on YouTube at 1017? I thought we had more at 1017. You mean
No,
to
there's
tell
like
me
5. There was
was
5.
Well, I mean, you know what? Jimmy Controversy did a show his last appearance. I don't think we had 5 on the live. So, I mean, But Jimmy Controversy is interesting because sometimes he'll have 30 on the live and other times he'll have 4. You never know. Jimmy Controversy is one of those like guys. You just never know what he'll pull out.
I gotta
Views are
massage
now-
my head. It has a headache from hearing Dominic's
We love
bitchy
Jimmy,
and
by the way.
scrimey,
Knock
screamy
on Jimmy.
voice.
It's just Jimmy comes here
Ugh.
sometimes in the afternoon. Are those
You
butterflies
give
on
me a headache, Blaze.
Do you have butterflies on your wall, Dominic? Butterflies on
That-
the wall.
That's in the living room.
Oh,
Don't
okay.
surprise me.
How old is that? Oh, my buddy Silas Wilk. Let me plug Silas. How old is Aaron Blaze? I don't see how he's old. Yeah, I was wondering about the old angle here. I don't know why we're doing the old angle here. I mean,
They're almost
because
the
I have
same.
gray hairs and a bad back because I put in work, something Dominic doesn't know anything about.
The only thing is carpal tunnel is from playing Xbox.
Hey, listen, Dom is a very successful streamer. He has been very good. He's got almost 2,000 followers on Instagram. I got you, Dom. Don't you worry. I don't doubt your following when it comes to that. Don't you worry. You do have a following, Dom. But let me give Silas a big plug because Silas is going to be here January 4th, by the way. He's going to be here coming up live 9:30 p.m. Eastern time. He goes into the Sportzwire Radio Hall of Fame in 12 days.
Finally.
And
Let's
he's
go.
going. I'm putting him in. Jeez, you know what? I mean, I would definitely like a lot of do-overs, but he's going in. He's going in. So let your heart not be troubled. Definitely tune in and say hello. But he is going to be here. But that's his YouTube channel. Give him a sub. He's almost at 1,000 subs. We'll keep it up here. Here we go with the United Front thing again. We addressed it. Let it go. You're in love with my ideas, homie. I get it. I'm smart, but I'm down 19, almost 20. Well, maybe we'll have a birthday celebration for you. Let's see. When is your birthday again?
February 17th, 2005. This legend was
Jovi,
born on a
it's funny.
Thursday.
Jovi wants his on the 5th. You're the 17th. I'm sure we could probably do something. I'm more interested in the pictures on the wall. Is that grandma, perhaps distant auntie? We'll move on. Next comment. Next comment. Remember
Don't
the
get any
question.
ideas, Shelby.
Moving on. Remember the question for the headline, Aaron Blaze. I said, why don't you believe that Dominic is championship material? I think you've talked about that already. You basically talked about the views.
I mean, I can re-elaborate on it.
You can.
In a
you will.
different way because unlike Dominic, I don't cut the same promo. I haven't been world champion for 3 years now. It took,
And it's gonna stay like that.
yeah, sure, okay. The adults talking here, kiddo. It took Dominic 5 years. Hey, since you want to call me old, I can play that game too, and I play it better than anybody else, especially my cousin. Anyhow, all jokes aside, it took you 5 years, bro. It took you 5 years for you to get your moment this past April. And do you all remember what happened at Endgames?
Yep.
Carter, did you watch Endgames? I know you're still catching up to the company history, but did you ever see what happened at Endgames back in April?
I'm pretty sure. I don't think I got that far yet.
Well, I'll tell you what happened.
Check it
I'll
out.
tell you what happened. There he is, holding the world championship. And he spent most of that time how he spends most of his life on his knees. He's
Well,
holding the championship.
we don't endorse that.
He's holding the championship. He's raising it up and not looking at the camera. His dirty, scruffy hair is covering his ugly face, saving
It's
us
not
from the lens cracking. And you want to know what happened 2 minutes later after replay? Bam! Clocked back in the head. And then a couple minutes later, light cutter, a 1, a 2,
A
a
cross-country cup.
3,
Oh, he used the
3.
birds for the birds for the birds. I gotta say hello
3.
to my mother. My mother's here in the chat, so be kind. She's in
Hi,
the
Miss
chat.
Bryce.
So.
Mrs. Bryce.
Hello.
Sorry.
Yeah. Hello.
Sorry.
You can say,
Correct me if I'm wrong.
I
Correct me if
might
I'm
want
wrong.
to say Miss Bryce, but we can say Mrs. Bryce. We can, but we'll say hello.
Bam.
Hello there. Merry Christmas, everybody. We appreciate. She's actually here. She was gonna go to bed, but I don't know. But
Merry Christmas, Miss Bryce.
She's here.
I am super happy you tuned in.
She's here for Dominic. I'm kidding. She's here for Aaron Blaze.
No,
So
she's here for Aaron Blaze.
She's here for
Nah,
Aaron.
she's there for you.
Yeah, what happened?
She's
What
not
happened?
here for any of us. She's here
Blaze.
for you.
She's not here
What
for
happened?
me. She's here for the headline.
Wham.
Aaron, the man that's been in, let's say Michigan.
Wham.
He's been in other places,
Wham.
other promotions. Oregon
Wham.
seems to be God's country, so he's
Wham.
he's here
Wham.
for the headline.
Wham.
Aaron Blaze.
Wham.
Definitely not
Wham.
here for you. Definitely, we appreciate that. Yes, Merry Christmas. Definitely Merry Christmas. You
Wham.
can go back to sleep if you like or stay up. I know you
Hit.
definitely had a long day, but
Hit.
definitely
Hit.
we appreciate you. We hope you tune in tomorrow. But
Hit.
thank you for that. Hope you
Hit.
enjoyed the show.
On the money.
And by the way, what a small world. You and Judas born right around the same time, huh?
Interesting. Anyways, hit. Right on the money. And you'd think it would make you smarter, but no, it made you more stupid. And the headline of Endgames was, and new YBW World Heavyweight Champion, Echo. And then what kept happening, Dom?
Cross-country
Failure
cup.
after
That's who he
failure after failure after failure.
Oh, we love you all. Yes, we definitely love you all. And yeah, Wham! Thank you. We love you. Thank you, and thank you for tuning in.
And that's the funny thing, Tom. He
Yes,
keeps
sir.
talking about my shortcomings this entire year. But how did this year start? I came back in January. I laid him out. The following month, last man standing, and I took the hardcore championship from him. And then it was classic after
Well, you can
classic.
make the case. You can make the
classic.
case that Dom's year was a tale of two halves. You can make the case that the first half was, we were doubting Dom, but the second half, Dom, what you've done. That's why you are the man on top right now. You're the man on top. So that's why Dom is the champion for now. We'll see.
Because I wasn't trying very hard.
Well, you know what? We're going to
Sure,
try.
you weren't trying.
We're
Sure.
gonna try to
Dom,
get
if I may
even try
say,
back in
you can
February.
say anything you want.
Dom, if I may say, as what Mr. Blaze over here said on this way, I don't know why I put it that way. From what he said, it took you 5 years. It took me less than 5 weeks.
Oh, you know what? That's why I said Goldberg. That's why I said Goldberg.
And he faced the same guy you faced right before I beat you. That's the funniest thing. He faced the same freaking guy you faced at the start of the year, and he beat him in half the time it took you to lose.
Dominic, I won't put the video
Well,
up.
hold on.
Yep. And hi to Beer Chug Champion. If you're on Twitch, give me a follow because I'm actually trying to get to 50 followers on Twitch. So thank you. Thank you, Beer Chug
Carter
Champion.
was mentioning that he got that championship faster than won any other championship. No, that's where you're wrong. And this is where you need to catch up on your damn history.
Good point.
It was like my second match. I beat Aaron Blaze for the Extreme Championship. Remember that one, Blaze?
No longer have.
Huh?
Okay, and who ended up being the final champion at the end of the day?
That was you because of certain things that happened back then.
Because yeah, no, I think it's because I'm better than you. I think it's
if you want to catch up on your history, you can go to the YBW YouTube page. That's the great place to do it. They are closing in at, again, 1,400 subscribers. So if you haven't yet, do me a favor, go get the sub. And Beer Chug Champion, if you're still with us on Twitch, go out there and give me a sub, give them a sub.
How do you do your stupid sign again, Dom?
How old's Dominic? Kid sounds like he's 13, but that's me. You know what? That sounds. Listen, I'm not going there, but I think I kind of know what that reference is. Like when you're your face is 35 and you look a certain age. I thank you very much. We're not quite at the witching hour. We love you, Kyle. But next question. This man is digging his hole deeper. Well, that reminds me of a Bee Gees song. How deep is your love? How deep is Dominic's love tonight here for the chat? I don't know. Good question. Lock TF in, Dominic. But
Nah, he's locking in
I'm
on
locked in.
Fortnite or the latest release of Call of Duty.
well, are you playing Fortnite?
Yeah, he likes
Of
playing.
course
I
he
mean,
is.
I
He
play
likes
video
playing
games on my free time.
Yeah, he likes playing games because he doesn't live in reality.
And Dom, I'm gonna plug. Dom, it is
You
Christmas.
think I'm playing the video games a lot? No,
I'm gonna
I
plug. Don't
work
you worry,
probably
Dom, I
more
got
than you work.
I'm gonna plug your YouTube channel. I'm gonna plug it for you. I'm gonna plug it. I'm gonna do it in a minute. I'm gonna take
Jesus,
this
you
off.
can't even find it because it's so garbage.
Stop. I just didn't spell it right, but we'll get to it. In a
Hey,
minute.
he doesn't spell it right either.
Well, that's a different conversation for a different time. We'll come back to it. But Zilla loves Silas Walker, and we love Silas too. Gillette razors are fairly cheap, Dominic. They are cheap, but Dom is mid. By the way, our friends in Roseburg, Oregon, have joined in. They would like to say hello, Aaron. A company you were born to wrestle in. I understand you were born to wrestle in there.
Only
Just
one
saying.
way to find out. But right now, I'm concerned about Dipstick above me.
And
Yeah,
just
I'm
as a
concerned about
I'm honestly
reminder,
surprised you're concerned.
and you know what? Just as a reminder, our friends are here next Monday night. They're here next Monday night at 11 o'clock Eastern time. So maybe, Dom, you'll be tuning in, I would think. Maybe you'll be tuning in and, don't doubt Dom. Don't doubt Dominic. I found your YouTube channel. We'll come back to that.
Oh,
Hello.
God.
Hello. We found it. I got to plug. Listen, it's a holiday spirit. Worry about Carter. Don't doubt Dominic. Yep. Or doubt Dominic.
No, I said and doubt Dominic.
I know. I can't read. My eyes.
Misclicked. Oh, well.
Bro talks about I need to focus. He's in a whole other division. What makes you in that championship different than ABC, XYZ, OBGY? Stop. There are women
LGBTQ.
watching. I hope my mother went to bed and didn't see the OBGYN reference because
I don't get it. I don't get it.
I don't get it either.
I get it if you went to a doctor, OBGYN for a woman. Like, if you have like.
Oh, I get it now. Jesus.
I mean, geez. Dun, 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 dun. We're on the Howard Stern show rather than on Sportswire.
I'm just going to take my drink.
That's Anthony Steele's episode on Sunday. That'll be a Stern-like episode. Not now. But by the way, everybody's welcome to tune in. Anthony Steele's birthday is on Sunday. So, Dom, you should if you win, Dom, maybe you should greet Anthony Steele on Sunday show. Maybe if you win and tell him. That would be a fun show. You and Steele on the same show. Could you imagine that?
Oh my God, he would take away all of Steele's viewers from absolute utter boredom.
Steele,
they'd all go watch that crappy company in Indiana out of boredom.
Well, Steele, though, I think would certainly have a lot to say on that. But I got Dominic's YouTube channel up, so we're just hanging out with the rest of the chat. Here's his page. Go out and follow it. It's the Razor Instinct. He's at 237 subs. Somebody give him a sub to get him to 238 and 239, and he doesn't have much videos up.
We'll give you a participation trophy, Dom. Just wait.
Most of them are live videos, not just.
I know that. I gave you 3 subs. Merry Christmas. Dom, get through Blaze first, laughing my ass off. You're gonna get beat up twice. Imagine Mr. Mid calling someone else.
Blaze is gonna be the one that's gonna get his ass kicked.
Dom is certainly giving Dominic Mysterio a run for his money tonight on Sportswire. Nobody's going to beat me for my OBGYN championship, GBYWN. By the way, GBYWN Rad Dad is here. The GBYWN champion is here Saturday, 9 o'clock Eastern time. So if you'd like to talk to Rad Dad, he's here. Hey, Silas, that title win will be mine soon. Don't diss it. Well, a lot of big names are coming to Sportswire. Yeah, I get the OBGYN reference. I'm going to talk about that for a bit. I'm rooting for the headline Aaron Blaze against Dominic. Sorry, Dominic. Magnum Carter should slap Dominic for that. I wouldn't take that if I were him. Well, he's here right now, and he basically verbally slapped him.
I plan on it.
Well, we'll talk about it. YBW Backyard, Instagram. Go if you want to talk shop, do it. Dominic, don't body shame Magnum Carter.
Yeah, and that's the funny thing. He's over here picking on me and calling me the bad guy and painted as a villain. Meanwhile, here you are fat shaming a guy who's actually starting off way better than you ever did.
And and Magnum, you talked about on Sportswire famously last month about you've been getting in shape. You have been hitting the gym. You have been losing weight, and who knows, 6 months from now.
Oh, by the way, here's my question, Tom. Sorry to cut you
Yes,
off.
sir.
Carter's been losing 70 pounds. How is it that he's been losing weight and you haven't been gaining a single ounce of muscle?
I've been gaining weight.
You have?
Yeah, in your mouth.
You've been gaining weight in your
Let's
ass.
move on. Merry Christmas. Cato, I couldn't agree with you more. Cato is probably not here anymore, but Merry Christmas, Cato. We'll see you one soon. That'll be for TikTok for the audience. That you'll see that one on TikTok. That'll be viral. Joe, that'll be a TikTok moment. I promise you it'll be a TikTok moment. Joe Dirt has his shirt on. Let's go. He does kind of look like Joe Dirt a little bit. I don't think you would have got the broads like Joe Dirt did, but that's a good rhyme. I will give Kyle that one. You get half a loaf. Hello to Cato and Naomi. Yes, Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays. Yes.
Oh, I think my jokes did more damage to Blaze than Dom does.
Zilla, my money's on the headline Aaron Blaze. YBW 2018. Thank you for that. I hope my mom definitely.
Well,
did
sorry
not
to say,
bro,
Zilla,
I'm
you're gonna be
trying to
losing
help.
your money whenever Aaron Blaze loses.
Joe Dirty $9. Joe Dirty Dom. Abraham
I'm
Storm is
crying
in the
just
house.
like how Dominic's gonna cry after he loses to me at Revelations.
No, don't cry.
You're
Dom.
gonna be the
Oh,
one
God.
crying, bud.
Well, you know
I
what? I
think-
tell you what. I can't wait. I can't wait. But
Blaze, I think
Abraham
my
Storm
joke
is
did more
here.
damage to you than Dom does.
Well, you know what? If you want to go give Abraham a sub, it's the holidays. He's at 157 for like the last 3 days.
Aaron Blaze
listen.
will be the one looking up at the stars whenever I'm done.
The Nesquik, the Nesquik reference was funny. Thank you, Beer Chug.
I'm the only star between you and I, buddy.
Bring him in 100. Yeah, we got him in. Who else we got? What's good? 3 viewers. Yeah, we were down to 3 viewers at one point. At 10, I actually did see we were down to 3. We went to 3.
It was only because
We did
Dom
go
was
back
on
to
screen.
11 on you.
Yeah,
But
it's because
remember,
Dominic kept running his mouth saying
we're
the same
on other
shit.
platforms. I would remind the chat this: it's not 3. We actually are on like 5 other platforms, including my radio station.
Oh,
We're
well,
probably,
congrats, Dom. You have that saving you.
you probably have like 45 right now, but it's just looked at like it's 3, but it's
Oh, Jesus.
better than what it was.
Wow. Dang, Dom. You are just getting
Damn, Zilla.
cooked.
Speaking
You are
the
just getting
truth.
Zilla's
cooked.
You know, Dominic, I don't think this is the usual Zilla. Zilla's almost like the
Nah, Zilla sees what everyone's seeing. That it's trailblazing time and that 2025 is going to be my year.
it
And
could
it
very
all
well be.
starts with me taking back my world title.
And
It's
Abraham's
written in
got
the
his
stars,
twin.
baby.
Well, if they need some views, they know who to call. Yeah, I would like to see Judas back on Sportswire. It's been a hot skip in a minute. Yep, we got that. And by the way, Trey Mysticality, who is now apparently he's coming back to the ring. There was a big phone call on Facebook he took, and he's supposed to be going somewhere. I don't know where that
sinful
is.
phone call, if you ask me.
But you know what? He did say that Dominic, that title would really look good on me. So it seems like
Yeah, no.
Dominic, they're doubting you tonight. They are doubting you tonight. It is not the
Everyone does.
Dominic, you're a good man, Dominic. You are a good man, Dominic. And I am not like everyone else. I got you, Dominic.
His skill is not good, decent. He's
You can
there.
bring on-
He participates.
No one wants Judas on already, but I don't know if Judas wants to come on Sportswire tonight. I don't know. That's up to Judas. I might do an open mic on Thursday. So maybe if people I don't know. I might have, it's either Gabe Sayers or an open mic. Who I met Gabe Sayers, by the way. Hopefully I can meet all 3 of you guys soon. And also, hopefully we can meet because we do
Oh,
live.
dang. You want Dominic putting you to sleep in person too, Tom? Jeez, you're asking for a death sentence.
Well, maybe it'll give Dominic some more followers on Instagram, right? Right, Dom? That would help you a bit on social media. It would help, It'd be a good moment. All right? All right. Hello, Zilla. What do you want for Christmas this year, Dom, by the way?
To beat Aaron Blaze's ass.
It took you a minute.
Of course.
Dom, it took you a minute to bring that up.
Yeah,
by the way,
my
yes,
ass is the first thing on your mind, Dom.
I am going to be watching
Okay.
Holiday Horror right before we go on the air. I cannot wait for Holiday Horror. Very excited about that. Thank you, Abraham. If Dominic can bump in a ring like Aaron Blaze, then maybe I'll take the YBW championship. Well,
Dominic can't even bump.
Dominic, you beat Volador and you've beat Blaze before, and you've definitely shown the people why you can talk. We talked about this. Can you bump in the ring, Joe Dirty Dominic? They don't like you tonight. My money's on the headline. Yeah, I think I've seen that already. The mid kid, Joe Dirty Dominic. Aaron's back on Sportswire. I think you've been on Sportswire recently more than Steele has. That's going to change in the next few days. But the last
That could be a
2 weeks,
good thing.
No, I think Steele's got a lot to his birthday coming up, but depending on how he did this Saturday in Iowa against Sean Jovi, I don't know what kind of mood Steele's going to be in. He and James Taylor were together again. Lord knows what that was like, but you have been on more than Steele in the last couple of weeks, which is unusual because nobody comes on more than Steele. Yet you've done that, so that's interesting stat.
Tides are changing, Tom. Tides are changing.
They might be. The tides are changing, but Steele is back on Sunday. And maybe more before then. The ALW champion and longest reigning Blizzard champion, the Evil Angel Judas. Why don't you like the headline Aaron Blaze? The true kingpin. Yes, Dom. Tell him. Hello to our friends in Carolina Trampoline Wrestling. Definitely go give them a follow. I know we've talked about having them come on to Sportswire. I need somebody to get in touch with me to do that because you guys don't have an Instagram page of sorts. But if you'd like to follow Carolina Trampoline Wrestling, they've got a lot of followers. It's the holiday season. Hit the sub for them. I just put it up in the chat. We support you. You support me. Get the picture. Happy holidays. That's Carolina Trampoline Wrestling. They're enjoying the show. I'm enjoying you being here. Dom, that pack is crazy. Big YouTube matchup this Friday. I'm going to vote in the tab. I want to get you guys on to talk about it. Zella is team Aaron Blaze all the way. Hey, be nice. Those guys are my girls. Bring Magnum to ROEW. I'll have a spot open for the both of you in the Universal Champions of Action as well. But that's up to James Taylor. That's up to James Taylor. But you never know. Maybe
that's tough.
Who knows?
But nothing for Dominic there. Nothing for Dominic.
Imagine
I gotta
that.
say hello to my
this
man
guy's
Barry.
Been around for a couple of weeks, close to a couple of months, and he is smoking on that Dominic pack, bro. And you think for some reason that you are gonna beat me? Get the frick out of here, jabroni.
I'll tell you what, Dominic. I hope Sunday's a different one for you. But my buddy Barry Cummins here. Barry is in the house. The hardcore gamer. Barry, go give him a sub. Definitely give him a sub. Barry's at 87 subs. He's trying to get to 100. He's trying to buy a new gaming chair. Check him out. Barry. I got my YBW network shirt on. Just saying. Just saying.
Yeah, Dominic still. He manages to put his actual shirt on, but
Dom,
get a new shirt.
If you want for more views, I could put on the picture of me and Barry with me without the mutton chops, but we'll move. I don't want to take away from your time.
Oh, well, he's not using his very wisely, so...
Hey, look at that. Aaron Blaze comes on here, and it goes from 3 to 10 viewers. Maybe he ain't so Blaze after all. RTG.
Hey, look at that.
You tripled the viewers. That's what he's saying. How you doing, Barry?
He couldn't manage to spell my name right, so... Oof.
I know he was doing that on purpose. I know RTG. He's always playing chess while everybody else is playing checkers. Sometimes Don doesn't make sense, and we love it. My mother was here, but she probably went to bed by now. So we'll move away from her comments. Silas's page is on YouTube. Give him a follow. Ain't no way. Yeah, we went that. Honestly, I thought Blaze and I were a year apart, but we're actually 2 years apart. Laughing my ass off. Who else we got? Not wrong. Well, we already won that one. Wham! It is Christmas. Didn't they sing that song this Christmas? I mean, I'm sure somebody knows that song. Perhaps it's his greatest grandma on the wall. I'm gonna move away from your grandma. I like Kyle Shelby. We're gonna talk about grandmas. Let's just move away from that. We are a family station. 5 years was my vacation from the business. Evil laugh. Well, back down to 3. Well, but we're now back up to 7. So, but that's YouTube. It's YouTube. Let me just put it that way. Who else we got here in the chat? Drew Selby says you can also read a history textbook. Thank you. I haven't read one of those. Don't worry, Blaze. We'll get the views up for you starting Tuesday night at 8:30 p.m. Eastern time on BTW night.
I'm not Dominic. You don't have to do me any favors.
I thought we were here Monday, the 30th, but okay. I thought whatever it is, but I think the point. Well, now it looks. I think RTG is counting the viewers here. I know, but yes, I get that. Merry Christmas. You filled. Now he got it right. Don't worry. We'll get you at 9 p.m. Pacific. There we go. Much better. The people will tune in for the G, baby. There you go. Maybe you should tune into that one specifically. Just you, Aaron Blaze. RTG, remember, Blaze isn't the only one who wants to travel west. That's the PA brother. Sounds like a war in the new BTW ring. Well, you got to take that up with BTW. Let me give BTW a follow. I got to give BTW a follow because Aaron Blaze, you are going there. You are certainly going there. They want to see you. They want to meet you. I want everybody to follow BTW. So I can do that here because it's that time of year. We're born to wrestle. BTW 8136. Hit the sub for BTW. Just do it. So there you go.
If
Thank
I may
you.
mention something real quick, sorry to
You
cut
could
you off. Dom's
nope.
putting himself to sleep.
There. If you go back in the analogs on Sportswire, there is an episode where one of the guests was sleeping on here. No, there is an episode. Yes, there
How
is.
dare someone sleep on your show?
There was an
Tom?
episode. Well, I'm pretty sure there was an episode where somebody
That
was.
is bad.
I'm broke.
That is really bad.
I hate to say we had a W when WCE was here and they were getting like annihilated by like IMF. We had like WCE guys on here. I'm pretty sure there was one or two of them that were on here sleeping. They weren't putting people to sleep. It was really they were sleeping on here. I've seen it on this platform.
They were
before.
putting themselves to sleep.
Well, they were. Northeast versus the West, the war. You never know what kind of games we play. Mr. Shelby, yeah, contact RJS. Yeah, do that. If you can get to Roseburg, God bless. Who else? We're good to go in the chat. Okay. All right. You know what? I know it's the holidays, so I'm going to give everybody an opportunity to address a few things. Magnum Carter, you got TAC coming up. I want to give you the opportunity. Is there any final words you want to say for TAC here coming up before Sunday, Revelations 5?
Tack, I know you're in this chat. One thing led to another where you decided to come out during my big victory. Wasn't really that big because it was against that guy's brother, so not very big and all. But anyway, regardless of that factor, I mean, a little bit bigger than him, but not a big one at all. We all knew what was coming when I beat Mr. Blade, when I dulled his blade. I will rust Dominic's razor when I have the chance. And then,
No, it's already pretty rusty and crusty. Sorry, go on.
yeah. But anyway, at the end of the day, at Revelations 5, your new nickname will be Thumbtack.
Ooh, Thumbtack. And those are painful, Thumbtacks are really painful. And Magnum Carter, you have been on an amazing run. The inspirational story. You've been on this weight loss journey, getting yourself into shape, fighting for your daughter, to be a role model in our community, in our circuit. And maybe you are the next Goldberg, because those were things that Goldberg did. Goldberg wanted to be a role model. Goldberg was fighting for his family. He was fighting for the community. And that's why Goldberg went to the very top. I don't know if that's where you're going to go, but there's a lot of similarities between you and Bill Goldberg. Just saying right now. Tacky tack.
Nah, I just say this is the first time Carter's
Oh my
going to
God,
lose
Dominic,
and
shut up. Let the
Tack's
man
going to beat
speak.
him.
Shut up.
Well, after I'm done with Tack, I already know who's next.
Oh, and I think I know.
I'm done
who it
with
is.
Blaze. I know who's next too.
Well, you know
It
what?
sounds
Dom?
like we got a thing going on then, Dom. I'll see you when I see you.
You know what? That's a song, actually. It also,
Yeah, whenever Blaze books it, that is.
We got it. Thing. You know what? I don't want to do any more sin. We did the Coolio song last time you were here. Dom, I'm going to give you the floor because you're the champion, and you have been the guy tonight that has certainly gotten a mouthful. You have said a lot, and I know you're going to give it out tonight. And I'm going to give you the opportunity to say any final words to Aaron Blaze while he's here, anything else you want to say to anybody, and why one more time we shouldn't doubt Dominic, and why you will continue your run as the greatest YBW champion and head into 2025 as the reigning defending YBW champion. Give us that reality check right now, Dominic.
I'm listening with my good ears, Sonny Jim. With my cane.
Shut the fuck up. No
Turn
one
up your
wants
hearing
to
aid, Grandpa.
hear your lame
I'm
ass.
shivering in my old
I'm the
boots, Sonny,
champion.
but Jim.
Tom, you do that, you'll turn into like Xavier Thorne. You'll turn into like Silver
He's way
Wolf.
too white for that.
You don't want to do that. You don't want to turn into those guys, Silver Wolf,
He's
and
the GOAT.
Craven Rage, and you don't want to turn into that Xavier Thorne. That territory. You're a man that's our champion. So let's finish it. Let's hit the nail on the head and give us that razor instinct that you've got. I believe in you, Dom. I believe in you. Give it to me.
Come on, cut me off.
Well,
big man. What you got?
how Razor's reality is gonna go with this belt still around my shoulder. Aaron Blaze gonna be looking up at the stars because this whole chat, I'm gonna hate on you, chat, here right now because you guys are doubting me. Don't doubt Dominic. at the end of Revelations 5, you're going to see why I'm the YBW World Heavyweight Champion and Blaze is not. That's why he hasn't been champion for over 3 years.
Dominic, we'll find out. My advice, though, is don't worry about the chat. Do it Sunday. Do it Sunday, December 29th. Do it the last
I
match.
just had to let the chat know because they're going to have to face the facts anyways. Just like everyone else on the card.
I don't want you to turn into like the X-Pac of the backyard circuit or the Dominic Mysterio of the backyard circuit. Let's not go there. Let's not give you like. Let's not turn into Xbox sucks. Let's not turn into that nuclear heat.
Dominic sucks.
Let's not go there, Dom, because I believe in you still, Dom. I got your back.
Dominic sucks. Dominic
Let's
sucks.
not go there. We don't want to turn you into other people that have been here.
Dominic sucks.
We believe in you, Dom.
Oh, Dominic's a mid-carder. Dominic's a Dominic's a jobber.
What I'm gonna say is though, Revelations will be the biggest show on the card, considering all the matches we have lined up. Which I'm gonna give people some credit here for everyone that's gonna be on the show during Revelations with freaking Oliver Blade versus Echo, Ace Andrews versus Phantasma Volador.
That's gonna be a wild card match
versus Madness. Magnum Carter versus Tack, and then me versus Blaze. But I know Blaze is not listening right now. I'm doing his job, hyping up the show.
I don't think
sleeping on the couch instead of his bed.
This is not an episode on Sportswire you've seen last year. I know we had a segment where people were sleeping. Aaron Blaze is not really sleeping. He will go to sleep after we get off the air, but Aaron, I will let you close the show out tonight.
What?
And I will let you can wake up.
Oh, sorry. Someone interesting woke me up.
I was gonna put on the System of a Down Chop Suey song where the lyrics open up as "Wake up!" Aaron Blaze, now you got the final thoughts. Tell us why you're the headline. You want to tell us, Aaron Blaze, why you're the headline. Tell us why you're going to win the YBW championship. It's now your final words on Sportswire. Now, self-righteous Aaron Blaze will tell Dominic he is mid, or floor is yours.
Now that Dominic's done putting people to sleep, sorry. Thanks for the catnap. I'm gonna.
Hey, I was plugging Revelations for you.
I'm gonna need all the old man rest I can get to keep up with you, young whippersnapper. I'm gonna put you on timeout, young man. All jokes aside, aside from that joke, jokes aside from that joke you call a career and a title reign.
Stop.
I will be the one that gets the last laugh at Revelations. I'll be hee ha haing all over the place. And I'm going to do it in front of your brother, in front of your dad, your mom, your gram, whatever friends you don't have, because God forbid you can get any, the girlfriend you can never keep. Since you want to sling shots about my relationships, let's talk about your relationships. Oh, wait, I'm sorry. You can't get any. All jokes
You're
aside.
The one who's talking.
All right, listen here, Chippendale. All right, I've been really nice, believe it or not. I could smoke that Dominic pack and you would be reduced to nothing but ash. You would be nothing, but I'm just going to do this. I'm going to show up December 29th. I'm going to be dressed in my gear.
You better.
Yep. Yeah, shut up. Again, the adults talking here. Respect your elders. I'm going to show up. You're going to show up. Cameras are going to be on. Maybe one, maybe two. I don't know, because we care about our production unlike other places. There will be someone to count. There will be someone to play the music. And then it's game time when the bell rings. So all this yip and yapping like a dog. Yeah.
Right,
anything
Blaze?
goes.
Anything
and again,
goes?
Shut up. The headline is talking. Your elder is talking. The person that made you is talking. Respect me, sir. Please. The pinnacle of Pennsylvania is talking, sir. So keep your hillbilly buck tooth mouth shut. Shut up. Know your place. You can't cut a promo. You can't carry a podcast unless I'm on it. Shut up. That bell's gonna ring, Dominic. There's gonna be no rules. There's gonna be no disqualifications. Meaning there's nothing holding me back from grabbing a chair and readjusting your ugly mug. There is nothing stopping me from setting up a table and slamming your toothpick having ass through it. There is nothing stopping me from grabbing a light tube and bashing it off of your back. I mean, you're used to taking back shots anyways, so it's not going to be something you're not used to,
You're
especially
gonna be the
from
one
your
taking
brother.
back
But we're
shots at
not
the
going to
end of
go there.
Revelations.
Yeah, but
Is
we're
it
not going
because
to go
Dom
there.
is the LGBTQ champion?
Stop! No. We're not going there. That we don't endorse that.
You will
Everybody's
be you
entitled to
will
do what
be
they
at the
want.
bottom of the barrel where you belong. It's going to be me and you one on one. And you want the old Aaron Blaze to come back?
Yes,
Sure. I
yes.
can gladly do that for you because guess what, buddy? No matter what's happened in Indiana and Tennessee and Michigan and Ohio and what's going to happen next year, the old Aaron Blaze never left, buddy. I'm
Mm.
still that guy from 2018 to 2022. I haven't changed,
Then
Dominic.
what happened?
A lot of things have changed around me. Again, shut up. A lot of things have changed around me, but I haven't changed. 9 times out of 10, Dom, I don't feel like being that guy to prove that I'm the one, but I am the one. Because so many people, including you and including Carter over here, and people from Salem, people from a small town,
Speaking of
people
Ben
in
Salem, Matthew
Carolina,
Reeves is here tomorrow.
yeah,
He is back on Sportswire finally.
yeah, they're all doing stuff like this because I paved the way for them, Dominic. I walked so that these kids could run. I opened my mouth so that they wouldn't need to be silent anymore. I stepped up so they didn't feel like they would need to step aside. And then it's losers like you that aren't in the conversation that just want to be involved so bad, but they haven't really done anything. They haven't. And Dom, until you beat me, you still haven't done anything. Because, yeah, you've beaten me at the first show. Good for you. You've beaten me at back in March. Good for you. You're not the first person to beat me multiple times, Dom, and even then, I still have more wins over you. And I work 10 times more than you do. I make 10 times more than you do. I'm called 10 times. No, not even 10 times. I'm called 100 times more than you. Because you are a part of the puzzle. You are a part of the puzzle, but you don't complete the picture. And until you beat me, you will never be one of the valuable pieces in this puzzle, buddy. In all of backyard and underground wrestling.
Yawn,
And you
yawn.
keep yawning and you keep yawning, but when my fist reflects off your face, you're not gonna be laughing.
Ooh, I tell you
You
what,
want
this is
I'll be laughing at the end of
yeah,
Revelations.
because tell you what, you keep talking about racist reality. Here's the reality that's gonna smack you in the face, and I plan on smacking you in the face too. When the old Aaron Blaze comes out, I don't want you to be surprised. You want the old Aaron Blaze, you're going to get it from 2018. You're going to get something from 2019. You're going to get something from 2020, 2021, and then we're going to hop, skip, and jump into the dominance and the growth and the evolution, everything I picked up from 2022 until now. And Dominic, it's now seeking in. Because beforehand, all these people, they were so excited for you to step up and be a name, to be a household name, and be the next guy. But until the guy breaks out of his coffin from a long, long slumber, you become irrelevant just like that. Because when I
ooh.
wake up from sleeping, Dom, I am wide awake. And I don't, you can call me Kevin Gates, motherfucker, because I don't get tired.
Oh my God. We are definitely wide awake, to quote Katy Perry, because we're going to find out here this Sunday, Revelations 5. Will it be that Razor reality? Will we be not doubting Dominic? Or will Aaron Blaze
Can I get the
trailblaze
lights on
into
again? Let's see.
2025, the 8th time a world champion, reclaim the YBW championship for the first time in 5 years. Will Magnum Carter continue his Goldberg-like run of dominance here coming up as the Breakouts champion against TAC? The only way you can see this is this Sunday, YBW 2018 on YouTube. It's the only place. If you're here right now, hit that sub button. There's a Patreon page I put a link for. Public Store I put a link up for. Instagram I put a link up for. I've got my shirt. Get your Dominic shirt. Get your Magnum Carter shirt. Get your Aaron Blaze shirt. I got 2. Get out there. Get your merchandise. You can still get some gifts for the kids, for your favorite friends, wrestling friends, whoever it might be, family, and anybody else. You still got time to get one more Christmas gift or 2, or maybe even several. Give them a gift to sub to the Patreon page. Give them a gift to merchandise. Give them just the gift of joy, and even for free, a free gift. Throw it in, hitting that sub button for YBW to go out there and watch Revelations 5. I'm going to be there in the chat. I can't wait to see this unfold. I'm going to be there right before Anthony Steele comes on here to celebrate. We're celebrating YBW. We're closing out the year with the last show of the year. And the family is here. He's fighting for his family before we sign off. He's fighting for his family. This is a champion. This is a role model. This is an inspiration. Magnum Carter is showing what he's doing this for. He is doing it for the right reasons. Dominic has been proven wrong on that. TAC is going to be proven wrong on that. And anybody else out there tonight, they are seeing that Magnum Carter is a role model for our community. This man, the future has arrived. The Goldberg of the backyard and underground wrestling circuit is here. Anybody else out there, you're watching this, you're going to watch this. Who's next? You're next if you're getting away from Magnum Carter. Thank you so much, everybody here, for tuning in. I will be here twice tomorrow, 4 o'clock Eastern time with Maxwell Reeves. We'll talk about Ben Salem Championship Wrestling. I'll be here 9 o'clock Eastern time with Abraham Storm, the Thunderous One. And I'll be here 9 o'clock on Christmas Day with Sean Jovi. I'll be talking a lot about this here and some. My name is the Reverend Tom Bryce, your voice figuratively and literally where all wrestling matters. If you're here on Sportswire Radio, hit the sub button for us. Hit the sub button for YBW. I was joined here by Magnum Carter, the Breakouts champion of YBW. Dominic, don't doubt him. He's the YBW heavyweight champion, the greatest YBW champion in history, and the man that is a 7-time world champion, potentially could be an 8. The man that is the newest member of the BTW roster, a part of ROW, the legendary headliner, Aaron Blaze. My name is the Reverend Tom Bryce. Thank you so much, everybody, for tuning in. I will see you twice here tomorrow.
Good morning. Dom.
Good evening, everyone. On the number one.